we have our good friend Red Oolong. I feel like that this might be a pretty slow-paced game, but Oolong has been hot recently, really good, coming off a really good SmashCon performance, and has really been farming MBVA more than he normally does.
Yeah, I feel like Wii Fit's kind of a character that is pretty good. It has a lot of really good strengths for themselves, but some of their weaknesses can really get exploited, especially by a character like Palutena.
Yeah.
I mean, that slowness you kind of said, especially with that recovery, especially susceptible to Palutena, who can go off stage very effectively.
Back air and dash.
Back is there, dash attacks,
matchup, yeah.
You can just go off stage and kind of deal with them because your back air is not going to get tampered with all too often. And also, with how slow it is, getting a spike with that down air, even if it isn't the strongest, should be pretty effective throughout the match.
Absolutely. Oolong knows that Wii Fit doesn't really have to leave the ground against Palu. He has that really low crouch that Wii Fits use a lot better than other characters do. And so he's going to probably try to just stay in an area where Palutena does not have ground normals like that, but she does have those normals in the air where she can catch and outrange you. So Oolong probably going to try to stay pretty grounded and, you know, camp the ledges, do the Wii Fit trainer things.
Yeah, the side Bs.
Yeah. But Seagull definitely does know this matchup. He's played with Oolong before. He's played against Nick. We do have two very good Wii Fit trainers here. And catches the ledge with that down tilt. And I was going to say he's in the lead. But then,
there's the back air.
And then Palutena happened.
Yeah. And like you said about the matchup kind of thing, I mean, a lot of players might be like, oh, I don't have enough experience in the Wii Fit matchup, but a lot of strong Wii Fits we have here. So obviously Seagull Joe is going to know this matchup a lot better than a lot of other players. So it's kind of rough for Oolong, who plays kind of this more niche character, but isn't going to have that niche advantage that other characters might have because Seagull Joe just knows the matchup so well.
I think it's pretty funny. So generally, Wii Fit will go for down throw at low percents because it's just kind of like the baby throw. It works, and then you can get a free back air. However, Oolong has started just doing up throw and waiting for people to air dodge the up throw so he can get into nair and get into ridiculous combo strings. And that works on everybody. I mean, I have seen him do that to every single person on this PR. Seagull Joe knows better. Seagull Joe jumped out of it immediately. Seagull Joe was having none of it. So you could definitely tell that Seagull has played this matchup well enough. And wow, parrying and shield grabbing Wii Fit trainer back air is very bold.
I mean, yeah, again, it's that matchup experience coming through right now. Knows the timing of things. And also, I think kind of the interesting thing is, I mean, Palutena, kind of this character that kind of gets slept on a little bit these days, but has just every tool in the toolbox, right?
Exactly.
Has everything to deal with any kind of character, so it's really hard. Like, some characters, even in the top tier, can get cheesed by certain matchups. Palutena is really not one of those.
Yeah, it's like jack of all trades, master of none, but she's like a master of everything. She's just not obscene.
Yeah, she's just not as obscene as some other characters we have, especially with that DLC, but when it comes to dealing with a character like Wii Fit, having all the tools is everything you really need in a matchup.
Exactly, and I know that this is frustrating for Oolong. Also, knowing that that up B is unbelievably exploitable. There's no hitbox above it, and his arms are very easy to hit on the way up. So for somebody that has Palu down tilt, I mean, that is free, especially since Seagull knows the timing of everything because he is Seagull Joe.
And see, you can even pressure when they go for that deep breathing. You can still pressure with the auto reticle. And that's just kind of some things that you have to start doing in this matchup, not giving them the advantages that the Wii Fit is looking for, especially with those reflex on the side B that they've been going for, have been very strong. But that said, with a deep breathing, you can rack up some damage here. Already 52.
Yeah, and has 3 spikes, and all of them are gross and ridiculous in their own way. Seagull really trying to make those side Bs work, not letting Oolong breathe off stage, but has not been able to get them to connect. Might go for something right here. If Oolong is able to get off the ledge, then this is a very close game, but loses the deep breathing boost and is now right back where he started.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a long hill to climb, especially in this off-stage situation. There's the runoff nair, not going to hit this time. Been hitting the last couple times, but now 132 when it starts to get in that kill percent, not falling for it. Oh, finds the forward air.
Raw. I mean, that was...
It was amazingly played.
Yeah, Oolong bet the house right there, and it ended up working out. Knowing that Seagull Joe is not the kind of player that is going to mash out a disadvantage, he is going to be patient, he's going to take his licks, and he's going to get back to stage. He's going to beat you in neutral, right?
Yeah. Just getting past that runoff neutral and then reversing the situation. That's where that runoff neutral starts to, like, backfire, right? It's because you give up that advantage on stage. If you just kind of hold that ledge, how does Wii Fit get off? Well, they try to jump off side B. Well, you have that reflect, right? You have ways to deal with it. So going for that aggressive option could have just cost them that game. And now down 1-0 here on Oolong.
Yeah, we got the Nick District 14 colors coming out. Nick and Oolong, for some reason, both use male Wii Fit trainer, which, I mean, certainly is a decision that they have made, but... I
feel like there's a lot of them that actually use that
It's weird.
Thing. I mean, I don't really feel like I see a lot of female Wii Fit trainers.
It's weird. But anyways, better start to this game than the last one for Seagull, but obviously deep breathing. There might be shenanigans afoot.
Yeah, once deep breathing comes out, like that's the thing, Palu can pressure that deep breathing, make sure you don't get it off, but once it comes out, you can rack up so much damage. It's kind of why that Wii Fit, I mean, that could have been dangerous there, but why Wii Fit can be so dangerous on the stage is because once they start hitting you with that deep breathing, damage racks up and kills can come from so many different directions, especially off a grab near the ledge, forward throw with deep breathing can kill you.
Oh, going for a platform setup right there, but not working out. Not really going for any grabs here. Seagull has kind of been able to shield for free, and Oolong has just been waiting for his options out of his shield, right?
And right now we're kind of getting to that phase where, again, off-stage interactions. Do they keep going for that runoff nair? I'm really interested to see. Not there, but the side B getting clipped by it. You can't let that happen.
Side B up smash is brutal, and Seagull Joe now behind.
This is a rough situation right now because unless you get that stock up, obviously back throw and Palutena going to do just that. But again, an even game with Wii Fit here as Palutena is so volatile, right? You want to be kind of this consistent pressured threat that's racking up damage consistently with those nair combos and then converting off the ledge traps off the edge guards.
Absolutely.
Right now, not happening. It's a ground game. That's what Wii Fit wants to be. It's the best part of the game plan. Going really low.
Yeah. But it worked out. Now able to get a couple of nairs in, and the game is even. But as I say that, Wii Fit happens. And, I mean, that was 26% from a nair, or 20% from a nair, give or take.
I mean, yeah, and the side Bs are hitting even more now when you're seeing those short hops from Seagull Joe near the ledge, trying to maybe pressure an aerial. Well, the side B can deal with that so well. Now, deep breathing is on.
You can tell that Seagull's getting frustrated.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to deal with the barrage of side Bs off the stage. You have to deal with having to pressure out the kind of mini game that is deep breathing. Are they going to go for it? Are they going to kind of like bait you into something? It's a rough game to play, and right now, almost getting taken off. But Palutena, very heavy. I think heavier than they might seem.
She's a goddess, all right? She hits the gym.
I think people kind of forget that about them. It is kind of a heavier character, but not going to save them there.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This is rough to be down on a Wii Fit. He's off stage. Oh, air dodge.
And yeah, buffered air dodge off stage. I would assume that Wii Fit has a wall jump. Probably could have made it back if they used that, but probably not close enough to the wall to let that happen, even if they do. But
you got to be careful about going so low here if you're Oolong for that deep breathing. Obviously, it's a very strong option to go for, but Palu does still have that spike in that down air.
Yeah, so that deep breathing doesn't just load back. It's on a 40-second cooldown where once you get to 40 seconds, then it's that very fast close. But like it, you know, so now that Oolong has really been utilizing that deep breathing, that circle is just going to close slower and slower, and Seagull is going to be able to, you know, really suffocate Oolong for going for deep breathing.
That SD is really just making this so much rougher than it once was. I've never seen the up B off the edge.
That was definitely supposed to be side B.
That was definitely supposed to be a different option, but it does come out, does get them out of the way, but no.
Finally getting one of those side Bs to hit.
Not going to take the stock, though, but still, this is a rough position. Oh, no back air.
Oh, trying to get nair into up smash, maybe. Good sun salutation, and now 129.
No, there's Palu back air, everyone.
Yeah.
You can't mess with it.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. That was looking really rough for Seagull Joe until that SD came through. Because you had that stock advantage, the kind of stock advantage there. And once that Wii Fit got back on stage, if they got back off stage, that could have been really rough. The damage could have accumulated really quickly.
Yeah.
It was like you have to convert off that edge guard. And it wasn't really because of Seagull Joe, but the edge guard was converted some way.
Absolutely.
So that was kind of the win condition right there. It was fulfilled. And there it is.
Female Wii Fit.
There it is. You were talking about this.
Oh, trying to duck under an option, but Seagull really does like to go for that neutral B at the beginning of games just to show that he's not afraid to camp you out. And it works. It works every time.
If I'm not mistaken, first 2 games were on PS2.
Yeah.
Counterpick's coming into Hollow Bastion here at Oolong, wanting that top platform to maybe kind of be a little bit safer there, to get off deep breathings, to get off Sonya Salutations, to get off these side Bs potentially, make it a little bit stickier for Joe to get through.
And it makes their like strings and platform extensions
off the
kind
middle.
of gross. It's just really frustrating to deal with.
You saw that up smash last game that took that stock. You could kind of convert in the middle now instead of on the sides where Wii Fit wants to be, right? So having up smash, forward smash, up smash on hitting.
Going for the down tilt, they're not able to get it. Seagull just trying to wait out this deep breathing. Another opportunity where he could have grabbed and decided not to, but
there's been a lack of grabs, it really feels like. I feel like, especially when you're the Palutena and you're kind of short hopping into people, they have to shield a lot of the time. I feel like maybe going for a Tomahawk potentially could be beneficial here.
Yeah.
Especially with how good your grabs are.
Oh, good use of the neutral air dodge to get back up onto the stage. And now Oolong in a good position right here, able to just threaten with so many options. Gets Seagull back off stage, gets deep breathing back, and we are right back where we were.
A little bit of a stare down off the stage. There's the forward F. There it is.
Yeah, there's the F throw.
Yeah, I said about that. That it is a kill throw, and F throw, like forward throws being so good because you can just face the ledge, and if they neutral get up and shield, you just take them out. So
absolutely,
it's so much better than like a back throw because, I mean, you want to be facing them when you grab them on that situation, obviously.
Absolutely, and Oolong doing a very good job just not really letting Seagull Joe hit him for free. You know, there's not these long Palutena combos. He's staying near the edges of the stage just so if Palu hits him, there's no string. You know, it's just one hit, maybe 2 hits.
It's kind of when Oolong is just, the back throw almost killing there. Here's the edge, the ledge trap. Not going to be effective there, side B off the side, but it's like when Oolong kind of just ducks down in neutral. It's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to me? You're going to hop into me, or are you going to spam projectiles? Because I have answers to those. It's kind of just goading them into something, but now again, going off stage, going to be the spike there. First time we see it. And that recovery definitely exploitable by Palutena, but this is the first time we see it here in Game 3, now down 100%.
Oh no.
There's the dares. We haven't seen this yet.
Yeah. Only 33%. Good SDI there by Oolong, just getting out. But neutral air into back air, not quite able to connect on that side B. That would have been big. But now Oolong with deep breathing might be able to make something happen. Deep breathing does make you fall faster, so it might be a little bit harder to get down here. But close that out with the F tilt. No deep breathing necessary.
That would have been really scary had Oolong let that 85% go on.
Yeah.
That was straight 85% just racked up from Palutena there with no answer, and then finally finds the stray aerial, takes it. That could have been way worse there for Seagull Joe.
Really good job by Oolong avoiding all of these aerials and hitboxes that Seagull is throwing out. Gets a little bit right there just so he doesn't go home empty-handed if he gets his stock taken right here.
Deep breathing on the stage. Finding the strings they need. 60%. Not going to get hit by the sun, but still, you got to take the stock. This should be the back throw is going to do it.
60%. And we did see this last game, but still, that seems foul, right? Like, that should not have just gone through unchecked. Okay. Oh, good parry right there. Maybe trying to get a berry, but not going to work out.
I mean, you could still see Palutena take this game back into their hands, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, they have Nair strings, they have Rage. I mean, if they finally get an edge guard or a ledge trap with those, you have a lot of options for it. Again, that spike can happen. You've been seeing Oolong going very low, only been punished once for it. There's definitely a lot of outs here for Seagull Joe, but it's not looking good, especially with so many of these attacks hitting right now, putting them in disadvantage, and there it is.
Falling up air right there from Red Oolong, and that is a win over Seagull Joe. Red Oolong.
That's a really good win right
pretty
there.
Good, yeah. I mean, like, formerly PR, I think 2 seasons ago was either one space ahead or one behind Seagull, and has really been hot recently. You know, got 65th at SmashCon. We might, it might be Oolong's season.
Might be. I mean, that's just like a kind of thing where you have this Wii Fit where there's a lot of really cool stuff you see from Wii Fit, right? There are some, like stark weaknesses though that kind of keep that character underrepresented. And even in an unrepresented character that has representation in the region, still able to take it over Seagull Joe's Palutena is just absolutely incredible there from Oolong.
Upset thread, we